Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to review for you the Wild Unknown Pocket Archetypes deck and guidebook by Kim Krans. It comes in a cool little metal can, and I'm going to show you the comparison on the size of the two decks because it's kind of incredible what they've done here. Okay, so this is it. This is a tin. It looks like this. By Harper 1, and that's the bottom. I really like this. When you open, I found this at Barnes & Noble the other day, and I had not seen it before, so I thought, ooh, cool. Because, of course, this is a lot easier to carry around. It says, welcome to the Wild Unknown Archetypes you will find within 78 full-color tarot cards, illustrated 272-page guidebook. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is the tiny guidebook. Look how fat that is and how cute it is. The funny thing is that it has exactly the same information that the regular size guidebook has. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You know what? Let me look at the publication date, though. I'm not even sure what the publication is on this. It's 2024, so this is new. Yay! Okay. So let's look up, okay, so it has, the tiny guidebook has title page, of course, publisher information, contents. Okay, so the selves, the places, the tools, and the initiations. Okay, so the ocean within the mountain. And then it has all of the same things as the regular guidebook, but here is what is super cool. Not super cool, super cool. And it talks about awakening the archetypes, understanding the deck, and reading the cards. Okay, so let's look here. The Eternal Child. Let's just take this as an example. The Eternal Child. So let's look on the regular book and let me show you something really cool. And the Eternal Child is here because, okay. In the big book, we have this description and then these and then the picture over here, right? Okay, check this out. This description of the card is exactly the same as what you see in the big guidebook. And you know why this is really cool is because, to me anyway, is because usually when they make decks smaller, they cut the description or the meanings, or the guidebook has less information and this one doesn't. So I think that's cool. So they still have the picture of the card, and each card still takes up 2 pages, one spread. And then instead of having this information on this page, it's with the picture. So see, how cool is that? So it's all the same information. So I'm going to show you the cards, and then we're going to do a 1-card reading so you can see what the universe has to say to you from this deck today. But let's take a look at the cards. Now, let's compare them to the regular size deck, which is here. So you can see the difference in size. This is the card. That's the difference in size. And let's see, look, it's very, very small. Let me get a ruler real quick, and I tell you exactly how wide these are. All right, so these cards are like just 2 3/4 inches, about 2 3/4 inches, and so that is a lot smaller and easier to carry around. And the card weight is, it's fairly thin, and it's pretty thin, and it's very thin in comparison to the other ones, but I mean, these are little cards, so you can't expect them to be that thick. But they're still good quality. I mean, they're not, but they're matte finish. The back looks like a diamond, which is really cool. All right, so let's look at the cards. And they're in, each card has a white border. They look very much exactly like the other cards. I like the regular size ones. There's the number at the top, the name at the bottom, and the white border. So here we go. We have the Mother, the Father, the Starborn, And I love the artwork on these. The eternal child, the orphan, the mentor, the poet, the maiden, the hunter, the warrior, the queen, the king, the crone, the judge, the shapeshifter, the shaman, the lover, the siren, the animal, the pilgrim, the mystic, the creator, the destroyer, the sustainer, the healer, the comic, the unseen, the shadow, the self, the one, the heart, the cave, the mountain, the river, the ocean, the forest, the desert. Oh, and by the way, I think the spirit animal, I think there is a small deck, a pocket deck of the spirit animal oracle. Let me see. The spirit, yeah, this wild unknown animal spirit oracle, but I don't have that one. I just thought of that. Okay, the bridge, the temple, the dead end. That was a squirrel moment, wasn't it? The village, the empty room, the castle, the box, the threshold, the womb, the storm, oops, the underworld, the fault line, the bardo, the flame, the tear, the riddle, the vow, the vision, the gem, the ring, the nectar, the medallion, the kiss, the mask, the sword, the venom, the offering, the prayer, the seed, the stone, the mirror, the vessel, the thread, eros, agape, thanatos, apocalypsis, gnosis, kairos, aletheia, anima mundi, and that's it. All right. So let us see how they shuffle. It's a nice thick little deck. Wow, those want to go home, didn't they? They wanted to go home. They're like, I'm done here. I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to do a one-card reading just so we can just do that because that's our tradition thing, and maybe Spirit has something to say to you today through this deck. So, Spirit, what do you have to say to the viewer today? What do they need to think about or keep in mind or pay attention to? What do they need to know for today? Remember, Spirit speaks to you in many ways, and this may be a message that you need to hear. Oh, and it flew right out, so I know it's going to be important. Okay, this is the stone. And that's what the card looks like. And I'm going to read you the meaning so you can gain whatever wisdom you can from that. Okay, the stone. All right, let me find it. It is 242. And I like these because they're in alphabetical order according to the, well, in their section. like for example, this is one of the tools, and so 242. I think this is a really good value for the price. And speaking of the price, I think it was maybe 22. I'm not positive. At Barnes & Noble. Okay, so the stone. The eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. All right, very cool. And, okay, so, and that is the meaning now. Let's see what else. All these other little side things. In Jewish mourning traditions, stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. And then this says, build a cairn in nature. Find inspiration in Andy Goldworthy's stone egg forms. Okay, this is just hard for me to read because it's in red. Guess who forgot their glasses? Okay, so when light, which just means upright, steadfast, loyal, committed, and present. When dark, which would be like the reverse meaning, weighted down, holding back, and cold. And to go deeper, investigate Caspar David Friedrich's A Walk at Dusk. Okay, so that is, I love that this guidebook contains everything that the big one contains as well. And let's look at how it fits in this little can, which is also pretty ingenious. So there's the, and look, it's just the right size for that. We have our title page, and there it is. So friends, that was my review of The Wild Unknown Pocket Archetypes Deck and Guidebook by Kim Krans. And this is new in 2024. It's very cool. I like it a lot. And it's very small in comparison to the regular one. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you've not done so. It's completely free for you and it helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.